Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome to BESM Worlds anime short shots with some more Cowboy Bebop. We last left off...
Anime short shots. I did not know that's what you're calling it. I don't know how I missed that.
Well, they're not like... Sometimes they're one shots, other times they're two shots. They could even be three shots if I really came up with a great storyline. So
That's fair. And I like it. It's actually very amazing. Anime short shots.
Yes. So we last left off our intrepid team of Haley and Slarn. We're trying to capture Jonathan Cho, a big money bounty. The problem has been that in order to make a deal with the local gang, they have to take care of basically a bunch of teenager rafts turned serial consumers. That's the best way to describe them, because they've done some horrible things and they've stumbled upon it. So they're about to ambush Lynn and Vlad, and no mercy on these jerks. No mercy on them for the things that they've done. They could have arranged to take them alive and give them to the authorities, but they're not feeling very in the mercy.
With in my mind, with political with I'm okay with the concept of like giving them over and just kind of hoping that things work out. But the thing is, with parents in high places and what they've done, I do not want to give them a chance to get out on the street again.
Yes. These are the kind of people that you were hoping to originally be assassinating when you were basically the police hitman.
Yep.
Alright. So, as we left off, Slarn has now made noise to base attention of the two. You've just said basically, why don't we leave off where you're saying something as, to attract them.
Hello? Is someone here? I need help.
A little while will go by, and then kind of the doors will kind of squeak open a little bit, and one of them will kind of move out. He seems to be carrying something. He's like, "Look, buddy, we're working in here. This place is mostly closed down. You just got lucky you found anyone. Or noticed us. We can't really do much around here. No signal to contact anybody or anything.
Please, come help. They took my arm with some sort of cauterizing thing. Please come help me.
I'd love to. He's gonna kind of move over, kind of be ready to brandish something towards you, kind of. What was your plan?
So, did he leave and go to the front area?
He's pretty much walking, I guess, towards where you're at. He's assuming that you, because the door are slightly ajar, you kind of squeezed in to sort of escape some people, probably fell down somewhere, maybe saw something that hinted at them.
Yeah, I'm just sitting with my back against the front door, holding my left arm.
Okay. Buddy, why don't you move away from there, just in case your pals are still out there? Don't you want to be safe?
Okay, and I stand up, just kind of, half limping, and moving closer to him.
Okay.
How far away are they now?
Let's see here. He is maybe from your position of hiding, over near the doors. They'd be about he's maybe 10 feet away from you. He's just left the container and is more or less walking over towards Slarn.
Okay.
I meant I was at the front door entrance.
Yeah. So he's he's got a ways to walk before he would arrive where Slarn is.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting until he's out of the way, in a place where he's directly interacting with Slarn.
Okay.
And then I would act.
Okay. Geez, buddy, you really did lose your arm. That's some nice work they had there. Interesting. Why don't you why don't you come with me? Kind of come in here. We'll get you some help. Sorry about the rude behavior earlier. Just always some criminal types in this area, you know?
Thank you. And I kind of like half fall against the wall. Can you help me? And I like put my arm out to like, for him to sling over.
Mm-hmm.
Or get under.
Okay. Sure. All right.
So if he's over there and he's a bit away, the container, is it open now? Did they leave it open? Or?
Yeah, it's open. It's ajar. What was your plan once you kind of you would have slung onto him, kind of thing?
Pretty much as soon as there is any disturbance from him, because he's going to at this point, I'm going to flick the blade into his back and push away.
Okay, so we're gonna run at this because he was totally going to stab you with his thing also. So the two of you are like kind of helping, stabbing each other.
All
right.
Lovely.
Yeah. So why don't you roll your combat maneuver? I think you're both kind of unaware of each other, so just roll your combat maneuver value, your attack value. Make an attack roll here, and I'll roll a attack roll from him. See what he rolls.
Oh, I didn't put the variables there. It's down here where the technical weapon thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't show it. It has undetectable, obviously, because of the wrist thing. It has drain mind ×3 and continuing ×3.
Okay. Let me check the drain mind, because it's got drain ability. I think that just drains actual 3, I believe, directly. Yeah, it reduces it by 3. Okay. So he kind of like gets messed up a little bit. Let me check his thing, because what's your combat maneuver defense? Let me check it on your sheet here.
Pretty much base.
All right, so it's about the same, so we're not going to really worry too much about that. You kind of hit each other, definitely. He's not feeling good, but you're not feeling good either. You will take 20 damage,
right.
and you are going to be under effective. Which one is this here? Oh. Okay. All right, and then you have something begins to shock you, basically. So you're taking stun damage each turn because he's got there's something that's basically hooked, he stabbed you with something, pulled it back, and now there's something stuck into you, kind of thing. Something that's now shocking you.
And he's taking.
Yeah, he's horribly poisoned. You're being shocked, so you both hit each other with ongoing effects. Yep.
I'm going to throw down a smoke grenade. Not actually in the place, I realize. No, I want for it to cover me.
Uh-huh.
And so I can have a clear sight of them on the edge of the smoke. Take 2 turns to aim, and then go for a headshot.
Okay. So you're going to throw a smoke grenade into the, basically, room with them?
Into the room outside the container to kind of cover me, so I can kind of, aim and headshot the person.
All right. So you kind of throw the smoke grenade. It creates this kind of smoke screen. He's kind of you hear the guy, and they're like, what the heck is going on?
I'll shoot early if he comes out, but it's more like I'm just trying to take some time to aim. Get a good shot.
All right.
I have precise aim, so instead of a +1 per round, I get +3 per round.
So his first turn is being quite surprised. For your second turn, you're basically aiming.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you know what he does in a second. Tiv, in the meantime, you, Slarn, you and the guy, what are you guys doing? You kind of, like, thwonked each other in the back kind of thing. Both of you are feeling really unpleasant now.
Since I have extra action, would I be able to hit him again during that turn?
I think you kind of had a surprise attack after that, and then now you could, like, sort of use your full amount of actions.
Alright, so should we roll for initiative, however you do that? Aha,
yes.
I might as well do that as well.
Yeah.
I need to check something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's alphabetical.
Indeed.
At least they didn't mess that up as well. Oh, okay. So that's a little ridiculous for my initiative.
Mm-hmm. It's 2 dice plus your attack combat value, plus any bonuses you get from other stuff. If you...
Yeah, I took a few levels of lightning reflexes.
Ah! So, yeah. You are definitely first, Slarn. What are you gonna do?
Is it... Damn it, I only have one arm. I can't reach there and pop the thing out.
you got your, like, blade in the one, and you got, like... Yeah.
So, where is it on my arm? Just, like...
It's in, like, it's actually, like, kind of in your gut. So it feels
okay.
He feels like it actually has, like, latched onto some of your ribs. Is what it feels so unpleasant like it. As if, like, when he shoved it in, it's like a taser, except it feels like it's supposed to mount into bone.
That's gonna be uncomfortable for a while.
Yeah.
So I guess...
It's one of his many, like, deadly tools he was developing for basically doing terrible things to people. And now he has also a knife wound with poison in the back, though.
Yeah, so I guess I don't have much to do other than go at this guy.
Uh-huh. Try to stab him in the back some more because you're, like, still, like, latched onto each other.
17.
Yep, okay. You managed to get a good stab into him again. Let me see. He's like, neither of you are actually able to properly, like, defend other than your basic defend because you're both, like, still, like, arm in arm with each other kind of thing because he's got this thing attached in you.
Oh, like, I assume, like, because I said I would shove him away, that we had separated after the initial hit.
That's fine. So you're kind of, like, attached to the device he's got, too, kind of thing. So you're going to stab at him. All right. Let me check here. Let's see here. Go back to that section to make sure I'm doing this right again. Okay. Okay. All right. So you kind of smack into him again. He looks like he's not doing particularly well. Let me see what he's got with that one, what that does. Give me a second here, because I threw together these guys a little while ago. Some general information. Technically, I was going to use them for something different, but this ended up more interesting. So, all right, let me roll something here. Check. Okay. Yep. All right. You smacked into him pretty well. So he looks like he's not doing very well after the second.
Yeah. And now, and since it's an actual turn now, I can use my other action to attack again.
Okay.
Oh, that was not my best roll.
Okay. All right. This time he managed to sort of, like, use the thing in his hand to kind of deflect you away. So for basically, I'm just gonna have him do his action. He's just seemingly going to, like, continue to activate the device. So you will take effectively 20 stun damage as like an electrical current kind of goes deep into you, and you feel it in your bones. You know, it's like really unpleasant. You know.
Yeah.
As he's
How are you
like
doing,
he's
Wyrm?
looking confused and strikes. Okay, Wyrm, what are you doing?
Again,
you're aiming. You're aiming.
Aiming
Okay.
for 2 turns to get the 6, the +6 total. Then headshot for -6.
Uh-huh.
If I
Okay.
hit,
Oh.
and if I hit,
Okay.
I deal double damage.
Let me roll another 2d6 because I know Wyrm's initiative was 13. All right.
I will shoot early if she starts to kind of
Okay.
go into a place where
So
where she might bump into me or something else.
You threw the smoke bomb down. You see the guy then kind of like drop the whip, kind of like pull out like a knife, and then to kind of move behind the girl on his first turn because he beat you in initiative. So then
Okay.
your next turn you could aim, but he's already behind the person at this point in time. So it's up to you if
Okay.
you want to do something. It's the first aiming turn. What do you want to do?
Well, then if he's gonna do that, then that's actually beneficial for me since I was gonna do a vital spot shot anyway.
Basically less. It's like he is like looking around her, you know, like kind of like holding her
Yep.
up because smoke is out there now. So he's like, is something going on?
Yep. So yeah, I was gonna do a vital spot shot anyway, meaning I'm gonna hit him if I hit. Now there is still a chance I could hit the girl, but if I hit him, he's dead.
Anyway, okay, so you're still aiming. The next turn, he's probably not going to do much more, you know, anything other than like waiting, and he'll probably call like, "What's going on out there?"
Yep.
All right.
So, just so we know what my thing goes as, let me make a attack roll. Where are you, pistol? Just so we can like know what happens on my end, because my end's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
There you are. That. Oh. That is a 19. I have. Oh my gosh! I have critical strike, meaning if I get an 18 or higher, I do
That's-
triple damage.
Isn't that if you beat their defense by 18 or higher?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
your-
exceeds. Okay, you're right. Never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah, they get a defense roll.
Let me just roll something here. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Oh God. Well, you didn't get the critical strike. You didn't get the critical strike, but you beat.
Well,
it.
if I beat it by 12, it's still critical. It's just I beat them by 12, I do double damage. If I beat them by 18, I do triple. I thought I did the triple, but
Well, you got like, let's see here. You got a 19 total on your 2d6 roll.
I didn't do I didn't do any modifiers because like it'd be +6 -6 +6 for the aim, -6 for the vital shot.
You don't beat them by 12, just by barely.
Dang it. Okay, so it's just double damage.
Yeah, they have a pretty decent you know,
Oh wait.
abilities.
I should have put this into attacks rather than my Okay, I'll fix that in a second. But
That's fine.
Damage is
Mhm.
is that just the
It will just be whatever your normal damage would be modified by the normal modifiers kind of thing. you
Okay,
know?
so it's 21 and then times 2.
So it takes 42. Okay.
Yep.
So he gets shot, like kind of like find that very unpleasant, and we'll figure out what happens on the next turn after that. In the meantime, Slarn, what are you doing? You have the initiative on the guy you're fighting.
Yeah. 1 sec.
I mean, you are technically looking better than
Okay.
him, but just by a little.
Each round since that first stab, he's taken another 7 damage, by the way.
All right,
Or
then.
8. Because of continuing.
There we go. I should have rolled the Okay, there we go. I set it up as an attack now.
Gotcha. All right. He's looking very, very unpleasant. Looking very unhappy. Also, like with what's going on for him.
Well, I guess it's time to stab again then.
Yes. Okay. Okay. He managed to deflect you away again on your first stab.
God damn it. You know what? I'm actually going to, like... Well, is the thing connected to me? Like...
Yeah, I best describing it as connected to you is accurate.
Like a taser kind of thing?
It's kind of like a taser thing. It seems like it probably might have something on its own, but he's like, basically adding an extra level of shock to you.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta make him drop it, so I'm gonna stab again. Worse! How? Tantus rolled double ones.
See,
good enough.
He's got the opposite of you. Rather than extra attacks, extra defenses. So he's busy like defending against you.
Oh, right. I have extra attacks. Hold on. I could have shot twice.
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing is, I don't know how.
Or...
That's the thing I don't know. Do you know, Tantus, does aim count for the entire turn or just the first shot?
You can check right now. I've got aim right here in front of where the book is. A subsequent attack on that foe the following round will receive a slight bonus. I think it will not get the bonus because it's aiming up for a single attack.
Okay.
But basically, like, you could get the one hit on him, and then you could try it again.
What is the penalty then? So it's a -6 if I want to shoot. If I don't want to shoot the girl, basic. What would you say the penalty is for just not shooting the girl at this point? I don't care about hitting a vital spot.
We could take that 6. That sounds about appropriate.
Okay. Yeah. So basically the same as hitting a vital spot. That makes sense. So
in this case, you're trying not to hit a vital spot.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. It's 18 -6 because I don't know how to add a modifier.
Okay.
That's 12.
6. Okay. Let's see here on that guy. All right. We'll hit him a second time with that. So.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Okay. So another 21, was it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So then it is his turn, and he is going to roll some things here. All right. He's going to stab into the girl and kind of tear into her gut.
He had more than 60 health.
These guys
I hit my guy for 76 plus 14 poison damage so far.
Yeah.
I only have 50 health.
The guy that Chiv is fighting is like on his last legs, kind of. If he probably hits him once, he'll fall over. Or probably, actually, I think probably he might be going down on like one of these turns anyway from poison.
So, not only are they smart enough to be able to scientifically test things, but they're also strong enough to take a shit ton of hits. Goddamn, Tantus.
They got like no soul.
That's fair.
And he only has one skill, which is like, they're not really actually that good of a scientist. They're just horrible.
Okay.
They spent skill, not mind. That's where you can make up for being an idiot. Skill. Anyway. Alright. So... Yeah, I mean, Tiv... He'll be falling down regardless if you stab him or not. The poison's going to finish him off. Yeah. I mean, he'll probably shock you for... He'll try to shock you for a little bit more. If you want to defend against that, or you can take some more stun damage.
I mean, it's up to you. It's like every round, so I don't know if it's like he goes down now or if he manages to.
I should have used my sniper rifle.
He probably will not manage to shock you again, judging that he would take the damage before he would act. So
you know, Wyrm, I actually did 114 damage plus the poison.
You
Is
hit-
his defense? Is his
you hit
defense?
twice.
The 12 didn't hit even though he rolled 3.
Oh, that guy. Oh, that one. Oh, whoops. I'm sorry. That one was incorrect. I'm sorry. You took him out with that one. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
I was
That
just
was
like,
my bad.
wow, he's still
Yeah.
alive.
Oh yeah. No, he was down before that. Sorry, I missed that. I missed that. That was a 12. I thought it was less. I was mathing wrong for a second there.
How close is this person to me?
You're
From
probably
like
like
basically the entrance of it.
20 feet away. He's at the back end of the container. It's like a 30-foot long container kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, but like, could I get there in one turn? Is basically what I'm asking. And
yeah,
attack.
I mean, you could probably move up to him in one turn and attack. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll say you could do like a little sprint up to him. Well, it is your turn then, because he's been stabbing that lady to like, you know, make up for you shooting him.
Yeah. Anyway, he probably got one stab though.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna.
But she was already in bad condition, so she looks in worse condition now.
I know. We'll deal with that in a second. But I'm going to run up and melee this guy's face. Because I don't think I need to take a penalty for that.
Nope.
Not as good as a roll, but...
Okay. Let's see. He'll try.
Ooh, but I rolled well.
But you got a 17. Yeah, you'll still hit him. You'll get him.
Awesome. And I have a lethal strike. He takes 16 damage.
Okay. So that'd be 21 times 42. Okay, so you kind of strike into him with like kind of like crashing into his jaw as he still has the knife kind of in her. As you kind of hear this cracking noise as he kind of flies back, hits the back of the container and kind of just slumps down. As like the knife then kind of flings out as like there's a splurt of blood from her because that's kind of unpleasant, you know, that it got kind of pulled out. But he seems down. They both are down.
You know, this is where I thought about, I could take medicine. I probably won't need it. Dang it.
Uh-huh. Alright, so these guys are down.
I at least know enough to probably take something and put it over the wound and apply pressure.
You could try a medicine check still, or like first... I guess that would still be medical for first aid.
Mind?
It is indeed a mind check. Only sometimes body when it comes up, but it's not coming up right now.
Could be worse.
Mm-hmm. Alright, she's probably not bleeding out right now. She's just not like... Are you stabbing the guy?
I keep hitting enter on accident.
I was thinking for a second, are these like stabbing the guy? Who's like
stab. You hit me one too many times, which was once. Stab.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to be like, can you remove this?
We can deal with that later.
It is a little stuck into you. All right. Yes, you can deal with that later. All right. Well, the girl seems alive, and they seem very dead. Congratulations.
Okay.
I go into the medical room and just start grabbing anything flammable and spreading it everywhere.
Okay. Just sort of pouring stuff around, getting things like that. That's all gonna burn out. What are you doing in the meantime, Haley?
I am going to be like trying to just basically make sure she's not bleeding. See if she's, I mean, if she's still conscious, just kind of, you know, be like, hey, we're getting you out of here.
She seems like she's kind of like, I would call it like drugged up or something. Probably something to keep her awake through whatever they were doing.
Well, I'm going to basically then like body carry her over my shoulders out of here.
Yeah, she seems like, rather than like, you know, drugged up, like kind of like unconscious, like drugged up, like super awake, you know, like, and she seems like super like conscious of what's going on, like, you know, like she's just kind of like whimpering, kind of crying. She's got like all kinds of like you know, whip marks all over her back and stuff. She's looking kind of unpleasant.
Yep.
All right, so you're gonna kind of carry her out. as Slarn, you're basically prepping a bonfire.
I'm pretty much getting ready to incinerate this entire fucking place, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I figured.
My character, like when walking by, just says, "Just come to the." What are those like the? Because they use the space things as kind of almost like cars too, don't they, to fly around?
They got like kind of vehicles like that. Yes.
I know they have like normal vehicles, but I know the like space flight things also seem to use them in kind of more standard transportation as well.
Yes.
So it's like, what are those things called in this universe? I don't remember.
I can't remember either. I can only look up so many terms for the show without having to watch the entire thing again. And
yeah.
I should have probably done that, but I did not.
Anyway, but yeah, I said just get to the car when you're done. as I walk by you, seeing you like spreading things.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, as the two of you will then sort of walk to the vehicle with the girl, the building will sort of kind of, I guess, go up in a blaze. You just have it do.
Pretty much.
Yep. Just leaving those guys where they were.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you will leave the place. The building will burn down. As you kind of like head down the street a little bit to get to a vehicle, you will actually find like a couple blocks down the road, kind of leaning on a car, is Manny. Kind of like he's smoking a cigar, kind of just watching you kind of like wander up, kind of beat up a little bit, and kind of like just looking with this like a kind of look to it. Nice
Senior
moves.
Manny, do you mind ripping this thing out of me as I hold up like the shocking
Yeah, I do
end?
so.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little busy. I said Senior Manny.
Oh, Senior Manny.
You'll see him like kind of pull out like a switchblade, kind of plop it open. Interesting little toys those gentlemen had there. As he kind of shoves it in, so you kind of have a knife in you, and then he just pops it out, which kind of really is unpleasant. Just really is unpleasant. Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You're probably like on your like last legs at this moment. A lot of it is shocking. It's like stun damage, but still, you're like barely standing up, I'm assuming.
I hand it to him. You can keep that.
The more general vehicle is called a racer. Okay, good to know.
He'll kind of like hand it off, thank you, to one of the men with him. I will take the girl. Make sure she gets somewhere safe, under my care. Gentlemen?
Thank you.
You are free to take care of Johnny when he arrives. I believe you have a couple of days to recover yourselves if you wish to be ready. Just know that try to keep it clean wherever you go to. I'm sure he will be sneaking in some way through the port that the authorities wouldn't notice. Well, good luck to you, as he gets into his racer and leaves.
Okay. Yeah.
So what are you guys
Probably.
doing now?
Kind of stretch out one single bit. Besides this whole thing in my stomach, I kind of feel good about myself. Pretty rare.
Yes, we did what needed to be done.
I just thought of something, Wyrm. If I stab you once, you die. Because of
Probably.
the poison. I just have to get away.
I didn't make myself very tanky on purpose. I'm more supposed to be hit and run, but apparently I didn't make myself hit enough and run.
It's fine.
So, yeah.
It can easily like kind of put weird balances and stuff. You guys took those guys out pretty tough. They were a little tough, but you still managed to take them out, was the thing, because they had more defensive abilities.
Yeah.
So.
That's fair. Okay.
All right. Where do you want to go rest up? You have your ship. You can try to stay in town. Up to you.
Well, if we know it's going to be a couple days, probably not a bad idea to go to the ship where we can kind of rest, plan.
Use
Better.
onboard medical supplies.
Yeah.
Rest from horrible, horrible stab wounds.
It's not
I'm
that
fine,
bad.
but
I'm alive.
This is accurate. You are indeed alive.
I've had worse. Points at arm.
That's also accurate. All right. So, if nothing happens, a couple of days go by, and I have to look into healing because I cannot, for the life of me, remember that, and that's important. So recovery. Rate a body stat each day. Okay, so you have 2 days. You can regenerate the stun damage completely. So that's 40 stun damage to you, Tiv. And for the physical damage you took, your body is what? Let me check. I'll figure out how much. So you recover 16.
Okay.
So you're still wounded, just not as bad as you were.
Like it's more of a nick now rather than
Yes.
oh god, I'm going to die.
Though I'm gonna say probably you're one like you're still like you're probably really bad in the area where it was into the bone. So I think that's probably where you're feeling unpleasant. Managed to get it really nice in there. Jam it into the bone. Just jam it in there. Anyway, all right. So 2 days go by. You rest to recuperate, prep yourselves. It is the day that Manny is supposed to be coming into town.
So I do want to say we only have like a half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It might be good to call it here and save the whole Manny expedition for next time.
Okay, I can probably increase it a little longer than I was going to, because I figured you would actually have not much trouble catching Manny at this point in time, but I can figure something out to make it a second session.
And it's up to you if you...
The man took down several cops. We had trouble with 2 random thugs.
They were not random thugs. They were technically crazy crazy teenage serial killers. Actually, they were probably young adults at this point in time. Not what I'm imagining them, but still.
Yeah.
College-age serial killers.
Still, random bystanders on a street versus trained cops.
Yeah, good point. All right. So yeah, we'll end it here a little early just so that we can kind of split it up into a second session. Thank you everyone who joined us, who's going to check us out on the YouTube side. We will be back here next week where we'll continue the adventures of Haley and Slarn of the good ship Gillespie as they try to take out Jonathan Cho and get a good big deal. Maybe get Slarn a new arm and some fixing for the ship that they really could use. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So why don't we have Wyrm, Tiv? Why don't you give yourself some information? We'll start with I think we started with Tiv today, so we'll start with Wyrm for giving information about yourself.
I am Diamond Wyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm. I changed the emote from the thinking thing to the heart because apparently people wanted that more. Mm-hmm. So that's a thing. And yeah, I have a Twitter. I have a Discord. Find it all on my channel. All the links on my channel. Otherwise, yeah, that's about it. I'll probably be streaming. I'm thinking about doing a shorter stream on Friday at like 4, kind of before Eberron.
Cool. Tiv.
Hi, I'm Tiv. I am here on Thursday and Monday and over at Wyrm's channel on Wednesday, and that's about all I got at the moment. I haven't been doing much else. I woke up at 3 in the morning.
That's unpleasant.
There you go, Dad. Just take off of that.
Okay. You probably got less sleep than me then, but I don't know when you went to bed. I went to bed much later. I went to bed like around 2 and got up at like 7, so.
I don't know.
That's just my weird sleep schedule. Anyway, hi, I'm Tantus Naravan Dracovin. You can find me here daily. If you're wondering about today's schedules, I will theoretically, because I was digging out cars this morning and felt I didn't have appropriate time to have a morning stream, I might do an afternoon stream. I'll have to see how I feel because I got some more snow digging out. Yay, 1.5 feet of snow. I'm at least going to be back later on tonight for some Civilization 6 with Winter and Blaze. I will be back tomorrow morning for the morning stream. I'm here, as I said, daily. You can also find me on my YouTube channel, the Dracovin Empire, where it's been a little sparse on information, but if you've been paying attention over there, it's because I'm updating old videos and stuff like that. New thumbnails, new stuff. I will be putting out some of our VODs from here, like this show here, and Tabletop Simulator and stuff like that, and discussing Tabletop, which I still have to get out from last week, things like that. That'll be going up. Other stuff will be in kind of a limbo until I can get everything fixed up. But that's a lot of stuff, and you'll be able to see this if you missed part of the show. You'll be able to catch it up on there. I have my Discord and my Twitter linked to the below if you want to chat with me. I also have subscriptions and Patreon for more support if you want to do that way. But just following here, subscribing on YouTube, great support in a general. Those are great ways of just general base support. So, thank you everyone who joined us. Thank you everyone that's going to stop by again. We'll see you next week to finish up this adventure. Plan out the next one, etc. And, maybe we'll start getting some guests who can join us for this, so we get a couple extra players. We'll find out. I've been asking around, haven't found anyone yet, but, Anyway, thank you everyone who joined us. Hope to see you here next week for the continuing adventures, and we'll be back for some more BESM. So, goodbye, everyone.
Bye.